Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Jim, Aben just put out a news release. What's in it?
Well, there's more holes, another 5 holes, which puts us up to 8 now, reported on the season. I think we're probably at about 20. We'll probably finish at around 24 or 25 holes. So we've got lots more. And these holes were all drilled about 300 to 500 meters south of the north boundary zone where we hit all the high grade the last few years. We're moving south of it and working with our geophysical information overlaid with the geochem and testing some of these anomalies that we're seeing in the geophysics and moving south. I mean, starting at about 300 meters south of north boundary is the Noranda hole. So we've done more holes around there. These are now reported. There's a bit of, a little bit of excitement in a couple of the holes. We've hit some higher grades, but still looking a little bit discontinuous. So what we want to do is basically follow these, what we see in the geophysics and the geochem in terms of alteration. And if we have, we're in quartz cerussite now in that whole area as we head south and starting to move into what's called a potassic environment, which means we're getting closer to a heat source. And as we do that's giving us an indication of we're getting closer to possibly a source for all the gold in that area. Because every hole we hit is high grade, or not high grade, sorry, but mineralized. We'd like to be able to find some continuity, and once we understand the structure and where it's coming from, we'll be able to drill with more confidence, and that's what we're at right now. That's kind of why it's called exploration. And now we're down even further south by the south boundary zone, and actually we'll finish up the season 12 kilometers further south on the Forrest property. We still have some 3-4 holes that we're going to drill down there where that big intrusive is that sticks out, and it's got really good gold samples around the north flank of it. We're going to test that. That'll put us over the top as far as our total earn-in for the option for the whole package of land we have there. So after that drilling's done, we will now have 100% of everything. And, that's a good feeling. But this is a really good exploration program we're into right now.
Where does Aben go from here?
Well, let's say we get through the season. I think there's going to be more excitement. We didn't hit the high grade at the beginning of the season, so the market sold off on that because the last 2 years we did. We have a lot of holes to go to report on, and there's lots of potential for excitement. One of the things I now know is we can't rush any more assays. The lab won't allow any more rushed assays because there's so much in the lab that they're just getting backed up, so they don't want to take rush assays. So we got to wait. And I think there's going to be more excitement to come. And there's probably reporting going through to probably the end of October, maybe into November. So there's plenty of time.
For people who are new to Aben Resources, what's the company all about?
We're into gold. That's what we do, exploration for gold. We've got the Justin property in the Yukon, and the Hit, actually, and the Forrest Kerr projects here, and I'm going to possibly look at the Chico project in Saskatchewan. That's, I'm asked by the community there to come back, because we did start something and the community didn't want us there, but apparently they do now. We'll have a look at that, but there's other things I'm looking at in the future, so possibly we get a year-round program going, as well as what we're doing up here in the winter.
Where is Aben traded and under what symbols?
Symbol in Canada, it's the TSX Venture, it's ABN. Down in the States on the OTC, it's ABN.V.
And if people wanted more information about Aben, where should they go?
You can go to abenresources.com. It's the easiest way to. It's a great website.
Jim, has there been a lot of buzz about the company this year that you didn't expect?
There has been. There's been, it's always the anticipation going into the season because we've had two early successes in the last 2 years. But there's a buzz. There's always a following. The stock pulled back and it's got a really solid base here now. And I think gold, the price of gold since May is up $300. That's falling off a little bit now, but it's made expectations a lot higher and has driven a lot more people to the website and asking for information.
Jim, thank you so much for the update.
Anytime. Thanks.
We've been speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on September 19th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of House Street Media Incorporated.